Hello friend, and welcome to another Toy Joy video. And this time I'm covering loot crates. No, I haven't actually ordered a loot crate. If you've not come across them before, loot crates are something where you subscribe to it and you get a box of geek goodies every month, but it's all random, so you don't know what you're getting. There's usually a theme across the different items there, but they can be anything from any of the different franchises, sci-fi, fantasy franchises exist, which these days is quite a lot. I mean, back when I was a kid, if you subscribed to something like that, you'd have Star Wars, you'd have Doctor Who, you'd have Star Trek. If you're very unlucky, Space 1999, maybe Thunderbirds. That would be about it, really, because there wasn't that much around when I was a lad. But now, of course, there are 1,000,001 different sci-fi and fantasy franchises, so you could quite likely end up with a box full of stuff that you've got no interest in whatsoever. And there's no way I'm doing that. So, instead, when a loot crate comes out, I hit the old eBays and find out what's going, because of course if there is something that you quite like in a loot crate, you can pick it up quite easily, because there's chances are somebody didn't want it and wanted the other goodies, or perhaps nothing at all, who can say. So my first item here from a loot crate is look at that, as it quite clearly says there, the Planet Express ship. That's a lovely little detail, that, isn't it? It looks fantastic. It looks spot on. I mean, it helps that, you know, Futurama was 3D. I always think Simpsons toys never look any good because they're 3D and Simpsons is 2D. And even when the occasions when they've done Simpsons in 3D on the show, it's never looked right because you just got so used to it and flat. Whereas, yeah, Futurama stuff, of course, because particularly the ships are done in 3D, looks fine. So that's as far as I said. It's a nice level of detail. Got the windows and the door. You've got the old riding shotgun laser gun there. Downside is it doesn't move, which is a bit of a disappointment. And then when you start handling it, it is very shockingly cheap plastic, actually. The sort of plastic you get a toy out of a cracker made from, to be honest. So I'm glad I didn't spend a huge amount of money for this, because whilst it looks good, that sort of tactile, ooh, it's just horrible. I can't convey to you how horrible it feels. Sort of hollow and brittle and meh. But anyway, looks good. That's the important thing. Sits on your shelf, looking quite sweet. Huzzah. Complete with overbite. Nice idea. Excellent. What you normally get in these loot crates is you'll get a t-shirt, which, considering I only wear t-shirts once a week tops, wouldn't be much use to me because I don't really get through them. I'm still wearing Teenage Mutant Hero Turtle t-shirts that I had back when I was a kid. But that's just me. But you also get your pop vinyl figure things that, you know, you walk into Forbidden Planet, there's a whole wall of, or several walls of, to be honest, these days. It's all pop vinyl figure things. Which aren't to everybody's taste, it has to be said. I mean, I quite like some. I was given this beauty for my birthday a year or so ago. Look at that. Because I think, well, this lovely little cute canine, you just want to kiss him. Oh. And the big head's aesthetic suits it, really. It just makes him look incredibly cute. And I can live with a cute canine. That's Ferrito Mouse there. Fantastic. So it works for that. Doesn't work for everything. Not very many things at all, in fact, it has to be said, in my experience. Including Battlestar Galactica vinyl pop figure type things, except this is a different make, isn't it? Titans vinyl figures, everybody's jumping on the bandwagon, aren't they? But your problem with Battlestar Galactica is, you know, as in BSG, the newer series, you can't say new anymore, can you? It's been out years. Cute does not enter into the equation, does it? You know, it's not a cute and cuddly series. Whereas these are cute because it slightly spoils the dark and gritty aesthetic of the show, doesn't it? But never mind. You've got all your favourites here. You've got your Admiral Akbar. You've got your Sawtights. President Rosie Person. It's been a while since I've seen it. I'm sorry. Apollo. Chef Leslie. Is it not Chef Leslie? I'm trying to read these backwards and I can't. Cyclone. Old Cyclone, the original one from the BSG. Kind of works-ish. You've got Starbug, Gold Cyclone, whoa, Bloomer, hello, and Guy's Rat Jab, it looks like backwards, but Boltar, isn't it? Yes. So there we are, and this isn't any of those, even better, because it is a Cylon Raider, and not just any Cylon Raider, but it's Scar. Look at that. I love the Cylon Raider. It's sort of great concept. I mean, it's there in Phantom Menace as well, of course. The ships, the droid ships, don't need pilots because they're robots in themselves. And they go down that same line with BSG, but you know, it's decent, it's impressive, it's good CGI, and they've got a wonderful evil look to them. Let's get him out of the box so you can have a better look. I'm not opening it. I've opened it at the other end just to catch myself out there. Not that it takes much, of course. So there we are. Now this one has got an almost sort of slightly rubbery, alive feeling to it, appropriately enough. It doesn't feel cheap, unlike the Planet Express one. And look, it's got the gore on it and everything. And yes, it's out of proportion. So if you're a purist, you're going to go, yeah, that's not quite right because that should be smaller. But actually, I do think again the pop figure aesthetic kind of suits it. It's certainly better than all the people anyway. Look at that, and it even comes with a stand, which rather unfortunately goes up its tailpipe, which must be quite painful. But you know, he's been through the walls anyway. Oh, there we are. And sits on the surface looking dramatic like that. So I'm rather impressed with that. That was really cool. Pop vinyl spaceships, whatever next. There we go. Right, that's us for this week. I think we'll catch you next couple of weeks' time, probably for oh yes, I've got another one lined up for you for a fortnight's time. But in between times, of course, every week we have new episodes of Space Dock Jury up where we rate ships. And the previous one I did really, really well with Scarif's Jagroff ship from Doctor Who City of Death. By really, really well, of course, I mean second from bottom in our table of what was it, 250 ships or whatever it is now, crazily. Or 150, I think. Anyway, listen to that and find out more. We'll catch you next time. Cheerio, bye.